Follow me to the exit. I know what you're going through. You might not like what I'm saying, but you know exactly what to do. We don't need to be complacent. I'm not the man who's gonna leave you. I just wanna take you places, 'cause I'll be there every step, every way for you. Every step, every day for you. I'll be there every step, every way for you. Every breath that you take and do. Oh, now you know. Love is a familiar feeling. When I get to sharing it with you, I don't wanna drive you crazy. That's just something people like to do. Well, I'm not like those others, baby. 'Cause I see you, baby. I see you. I just wanna take you places, 'cause I'll be there every step, every way for you. Wait for you, wait for you. Every step, every day for you. Wait for you, wait for you. I'll be there every step, every way for you. Wait for you, wait for you. Every breath that you take and do. Every breath you take and do. Oh, now.
Yeah, take time if a man want to try me.
Hello and welcome everyone to another exciting edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. We've got the Los Angeles Lakers facing the Golden State Warriors. Tip-off goes to the Lakers. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. West is out there with Barnett. Then it's LaRusso. Then it's Ellis. And it's Baylor in at the 3 spot. Now here's Baylor. Here's Ellis. That's tipped. Down low, here's Green, and it's Green with the jam.
Oh, that's the kind of basketball Durant wants to play. Moving the ball, finding the open man. I mean, it makes everything easier offensively.
Barnett passes to Baylor. Right wing. West outside. 5 to shoot. Green with the block. And it's the Warriors on the break. Curry's got the ball, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. Golden State on D. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
I mean, no stress in that one. The game almost looked like a shoot-around for them. Amazing at how well they shot the basketball.
Yeah, and in front of a hostile crowd, maintain poise, discipline, all the things that tend to lead to a high field goal percentage. Oh, after falling short on their first 4 shots, they got one to go, and now they're 1 for 5 from the field. Great aggressiveness, attacking the hoop with reckless abandon. Just missed time to dunk by a hair.
And it's West again missing.
Oh, can't believe he missed that one. I thought for sure that was going to be.
It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Outside Baylor. Dishes it to Ellis. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Barnett passes to West. And it's West again missing. Thompson against Barnett. And Thompson throws it down.
I'll tell you, with this physical makeup, not your average size 2 guard. I mean, play with the physical makeup to punish you at the rim.
And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here. Here's West. He has a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Hey, I talked to the Lakers head coach. He said in the first meeting between these teams, his guys weren't as sharp as they needed to be offensively. And he thinks that cost them the game. He told me, if we take care of the basketball and execute in the half court like I know we're capable of, it puts us in a good position to win tonight. Well, we'll see if that holds true tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
Okay, thanks, David. Guys, shooting is a chief concern for them.
And if that is the focus, then their ball movement is going to have to be sharp today.
Now, that's just effective ball movement. Just swinging it around the perimeter may not be enough. Go inside out. Have guys come to the rim. Get guys moving. Be dynamic with your scheme to help your shooters. Man, so confident offensively. He's helping dictate the pace out there.
And it's West again missing.
Total breakdown on defense there, but fortunately he missed out.
From past the arc, Jerry West pulls it in. Lakers trail by 4. Durant with the steal. And then Durant with the jam.
Oh, and Durant covers so much ground when he puts it on the floor. You just can't keep him from going where he wants.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. West kicks to Baylor. Shot from the top of the key. Makes a big high bounce and goes in. Warriors leading by 4. Here's Curry. And hit that one. West with some nice D.
Nah, he's really had a rough quarter on the offensive side of the floor.
The pass to Ellis. Here's Barnett. He's covered by Thompson. Thompson against Barnett. Clock at 4. Here's West. It's rebounded by Golden State.
His shot hasn't been going in, and they will probably have to look for someone else to step up and provide for them.
It's good.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Down low. Ellis, the pass to Barnett. There's the pick. To the paint. Curry with the steal. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. Can't hit from in close.
Now, he doesn't look like himself right now. Nothing is going his way.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And the Warriors making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Imhoff's checked in for Ellis. Landry comes in for LaRusso. Nelson's checked in for Baylor. And it's Thornton in for Barnett. Fast break, the Lakers. Stolen by Thompson. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Durant. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Oh, man, I tell you what, KD puts so much pressure on the defense. Trying to deter his scoring without fouling is just about impossible.
It's his first trip to the line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
First free throw is good. Some changes for Golden State. JaVale McGee comes in for Green, and it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Good on both.
And yet just another thing he does well. He just has a certain feel for this game.
They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Livingston. Here's Iguodala. Here's Durant. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. Durant's got 6 points.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Stolen by Thompson. Goes up, and it's Thompson with the jam.
In anticipation on the steal, Clay jump-starting a fast break for his club.
Lakers trail by 12. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's stolen by Livingston, and it's the Warriors on the break. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
That's tipped, stolen by Thompson. And here we go. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
And the offense has come together immediately. They're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Well, they came to play today. It's still too early, but they really have put their foot down on their opponent so far.
Thornton. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Warriors ahead, up by 16. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And a very convincing performance here from the Warriors so far.
Really active hands early on here as they're able to acquire several steals.
I mean, jumping passing lanes, pressuring the ball, really forcing their opponents into some of these mistakes.
Warriors leading by 16, taking a look at Los Angeles. Nelson is out there with Carl Landry. Then it's Thornton. Then there's West. And it's Imhoff in at the 5 spot. And the Lakers have possession. There's a screen to the wing on the left. For 3, West. David West grabs the miss.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Livingston kicks to McGee. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Carl Landry, his second person.
Barnes, who's checked in for Golden State. Curry comes in for Thompson. And then for the Lakers, Johnson comes in for Imhoff, and it's Baylor in for Nelson. Lakers trail by 20. Baylor with the ball. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard with the putback. So it's the Warriors now. They lead by 20. It's the most we've seen. Here's Barnes. That shot misses. So the Lakers will take it the other way. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, there's no doubt that the Splash Brothers are the most dangerous backcourt in the NBA. Steph Curry is the MVP, but he said of Klay Thompson, "I love playing with him." How much better he's gotten since day one is kind of scary. He's such a great two-way player, and he isn't anywhere close to hitting his ceiling. Kevin?
Thanks, D8. They're one heck of a tag team. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
And they may have to address a number of things, including whether this is the right lineup.
And the Warriors making a change here. Green's checked in, and Los Angeles making a change here as well. Barnett's checked in.
Now, this would be a totally different ball game if his shot was on target like it usually is.
The Lakers really having a tough go here. No points yet here in the second quarter for them. He kicks it to West. The 3 ball. Los Angeles with another miss.
But these are just terrible shots he's attempted right now. No reason whatsoever for this kind of horseplay.
Curry, good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 6 points for Steph Curry.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
West against Curry. Knocked away. And it goes out of bounds. That one off West. Russo's checked in for Carl Landry.
The Lakers, Rudy LaRusso.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter.
Decent attempt at the rim right there. Just simply off right now.
Barnes can't get it to go.
Everyone in the building thought that that one was going to go in, including me. That's just shocking he blew it.
Pass to Barnett. Johnson with a screen on Green. Here's Barnett. Here's Johnson. And easy 2 points on the layup. Johnson's got his first points of the game.
He truly has that unique blend of passion and skill. Does major damage on the offensive glass.
And now West running the floor all by himself.
Stephen Curry. That's his first personal foul.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of this game.
At the line for 2.
First free throw is good. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Warriors leading by 21. Outside Curry. Baylor against Barnes. Baylor with the steal. Down low. Here's Johnson. Barnes grabs the miss.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
That's what I'm talking about. That's just picture-perfect defense there. Really stifled this man and gave him no chance at a clean look.
Some changes for Golden State. Kevin Durant's checked in for West. And it's Iguodala in for Barnes. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Ellis is checked in. West kicks to Baylor. Back to West. Baylor against Iguodala. Feeds to Ellis. West outside. Clock at 6. Jerry West showing off his range.
And that's what happens when you have little to no communication defensively. He has the stroke to burn you from out there. Don't you see that?
Such a strong finisher for a floor general.
He was up high, and he came down hard. Exquisitely done.
Get out the way. Move, and that pumps up his teammates as well. That's a statement play all the way around.
Some changes for Golden State. Pachulia comes in for Green, and it's Klay Thompson in for Curry. Imhoff's checked in for Los Angeles. Nelson comes in for Baylor. Here's West. An easy layup after coming off the pick. West has got his third bucket of the night.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
I mean, we know that this is a game of heart. He knew his man was bigger than him. No big story. He just calmly rose up, altered his body so that he could get the contact and put that shot up over.
Nelson dishes to West. They set the pick. From deep. The Warriors pull it in. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Durant up top. He's guarded by Ellis. Nelson against Iguodala. Here's Barnett. Fall back, baby. Dick Barnett with the pretty J. Warriors leading by 18. Livingston passes to Iguodala, and it's Iguodala with the jam.
Oh, and a nice look by Livingston, keeping his eyes up, locates the man.
Ball's knocked loose. Trying to find Thompson, he gets it to him. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Livingston's got his third assist on the night. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Nelson against Iguodala. To the middle. Ellis draws the double. Passes it to Barnett. Shot clock at 6. Nelson kicks to Ellis. From beyond the arc. Shot's good by Barnett. Barnett's got 5 points now in the quarter. Inside. West. It's not going to go for him. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Warriors lead by 19. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
You know, and as effective as he was at slashing to the hoop in that first half, even better at finishing once he got there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's just his ability to play above the rim led to some highlight reel dunks and really pumped up his teammates.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. Our second half of basketball and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And Golden State looking at who they've got. It's the Splash Brothers in the backcourt. Green is out there with Pachulia, and it's Durant in at the small forward position. Knocked away. Barnett passes to West. And here's the fast break. Durant leads.
Wow, The floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Well, of course it did. The D was nowhere to be found, and because of that, he easily sprinted down the court and got an easy bucket on that.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. And here's West for three. Can't hit that one. And Golden State will go the other way with it. Here's Green. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two.
I mean, just the ultimate glue guy. Green's strongest asset may be his ability to contribute across the board.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Pachulia. The Lakers also changing it up. Carl Landry's checked in for Ellis. And it's Thornton in for Barnett. Timeout called the Lakers.
Start it. Well, he just can't get anything to drop today, and his team is hurting as a result. He should concentrate on moving the ball around and getting his guys involved.
Green against LaRusso. It's stolen by Green. By himself, and Green slams it in.
Oh, creating the turnover, jump-starting the fast break, things Draymond does very well.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Kicks it to Thornton. Landry up top. Lakers passing it around. And just miss after miss right now.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Durant against Baylor. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
The Warriors shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Oh, man, and the little shoulder shrug at the line, keeping that shooting arm loose. Durant's game is so fluid, so fluid. You see why he's been compared to the Iceman, George Gervin.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. West bangs down the jumper. Here's Golden State now. They're on a 10-2 run here. It's good. 10 points for Steph Curry.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Baylor dishes to Thornton. Back to Baylor. Landry with the screen. Baylor kicks to Landry. Pass to Johnson. Here's Baylor. They get the rebound. Here's Landry. Thornton passes to West. Another shot. Draymond Green pulls it in. Green's got 4 rebounds in this game.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead. Impeccable from the line since halftime.
The Warriors have shot 6 of 7 at the line. That's good from McGee. David West is checked in for Golden State. Barnes comes in for Kevin Durant. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
West kicks to Johnson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Jerry West. Johnson's got his 2nd basket of the game.
And the precision lead pass by a highly skilled playmaker.
On the wing, Thompson. 18 feet out. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And a wide open look for Thornton. And not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that. And here are the Warriors now.
That happened. Yeah. Wow. Jumped out of the this is what you like about Thompson, a shoot-first guy who's willing to make that extra pass.
Johnson the screen. West kicks to Baylor. From 11 feet away, but they recover it. The 17-footer. Again, the miss by Thompson. And here comes the break. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Baylor shrugs off the contact and drops it in.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
West against Curry. Here's Thompson. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Thompson's got 4 this quarter.
Oh, the highest shot release, quick trigger. Thompson able to drain that one with the hand in his face.
West outside. Johnson right side. And he makes that one. Johnson's got 6 points.
Great execution gives him a makeable shot. He's working hard out there.
And Curry, here we go. And the shot goes down.
Kevin, the aggressiveness of Curry, able to drive and convert against some pretty solid defense.
Johnson the screen. There's the feed to Baylor. And stolen by Barnes. And the stuff by West.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
And how about the explosiveness he shows, going from the offensive to the defensive end in a blink.
West against Curry. Shoots it. What a huge shot deep from Jerry West.
Nope. Not how coach drew it up, but I'm sure they'll take it.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Basket counts. He's got 14. So it's the Lakers now. Now here's Thornton. Stolen by Thompson. 4 seconds left. Here's West. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
And he beats the buzzer to end the quarter.
He just calmly rose up and nailed that jumper as time expired. Awesome way to end the quarter and hit.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. They've got Nelson, Thornton out there with King. Then there's Imhoff, and it's Johnson in at the pivot spot manning the middle. Here's Nelson, and that one goes long.
And that's a well-contested shot.
Solid defense. They weren't going anywhere against them there.
To the paint, and stolen by Thornton. Nelson, right side. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
Chris, when a player gets traded mid-season and has to relocate their life in an instant, in a snap of a finger, how big of a distraction can that be?
It can be a very big distraction, especially when you're in love with the city, when you're, have been with the team for so long. It depends on what point. I mean, if you want to get out of there, it's no distraction at all. His feet hit the ground, 10 toes down, let's go. But if you want to be there, you feel a little bad. You wish you could have finished what you started.
Yeah.
You feel a little betrayed. But then you have to realize on the other end that somebody out there wants you. And so at the same time, you got to get up right away and be loyal to the team that wants you and play as hard as you can for them, because that's who you are. It's a professional business, and the best players in this league learn quickly that you need to have sharp skill sets at all times, and you need to be ready to go at all times. And most importantly, no excuses, no one cares.
Yeah, great perspective. Now here's Thornton. Tight defense on him. It's blocked. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. And here's Livingston. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. King outside. Johnson the screen. Inside. Here's Nelson. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And with digital distribution, so many more fans getting access, Chris, to the NBA than ever before. It's had a big impact on the game, don't you think?
Oh, I love it. For a guy like me that travels all the time and spends probably 50% of my week on an airplane, I tell you what, I love it. I get to watch the games live, and I just, the only thing I'm mad about, Kevin, is that I didn't have this when I was a kid, to be able to see this. You know how many events I had to go to with my mom and miss those Piston games? I wish I would have been able to have a mobile device at that time to watch those games on.
Yes. Got a piece of it. King outside. In the corner, Thornton with it. 6 to shoot. And here we go. Fast break. Barnes has got it. Here's Livingston. McAdoo, the pass to McCaw. Pachulia kicks to Barnes. Over in the corner, Livingston. That three off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
King outside. The dish to Nelson. 13 feet away. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Barnes has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Livingston. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Livingston's got 6 in the quarter.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Thornton against Barnes. Takes the 13-footer. Thornton no good.
And he has slipped into a funk. You can see the confidence is shaking.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Here's King. Here's Johnson. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. And the Warriors with some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Pachulia. West comes in for James Michael McAdoo. And Ian Clark subbed in for McCaw. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Here's Livingston. Goes to the reverse layup and pops it in.
Oh, so because no one was there to contest, you're going to just put a little something extra on it. I see you.
Up top, King. Fended by West. Dishes to Thornton. Lakers passing it around. Just 5 on the clock. Here's King. And the miss, not the best shot selection there. We've got 1:23 left in the game. Here's Clark. He's guarded by Thornton. And that one's good by Clark.
They just can't miss. Everything they put up, it seems, goes in.
I mean, it's just been one of those days for them. It seems like all their shots are dropping for them.
Picked him clean. And it's the Warriors on the break. And it's King with the rebound.
They have to be happy at least with how they set it up. Most of the time, that's a sure make.
Johnson, the pass to King. Marcus Thornton on the wing. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call.
Yeah, foolish play. He's got to be thinking out there.
Well, that's just a rush decision on his part. He needs to take his time out there and make better choices.
Carl Landry's checked in for Los Angeles. Here's Clark. He's guarded by Thornton. And West now, top of the key. Barnes kicks it to West. Now the pass to Clark. Shot clock at 6. Misses the wing J. King outside. Now here's Thornton. Tight defense on him. He feeds it to Nelson. Good D by Barnes.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
Well, that's just a stupendous effort by him right there. He stopped him dead in his tracks.
Lonely nights, I laid awake. Pray the Lord my soul to take. My heart's become too cold to break. Know I'm great, but I'm broken. Having dreams that I'm folding cake. All my life I've been told to wait, but I'ma get it now, yes, no debate. Yeah.
It's just me, myself, and I. Solo ride until I die. Cause I got me for life.
Got me for life. Yeah.
I don't need a hand to hold. Even when the night is cold, I got that fire in my soul. I don't need anything to get me through the night, except the beat that's in my heart. Yeah, it's keeping me alive. I don't need anything to make me satisfied.
You know,
the music does me good, and it gets me every time. Like cause the music does me good, and it gives me every time.
The boy I love's got another girl. He might be up with her right now. I don't have an apartment. Thought if I was smart I'd make it far, but I'm still at the start. Guess I'm contagious. It'd be safest if you ran. That's what they all just end up doing in the end. Take my car and paint it black. Take my heart, break it in half. Say something, do it soon. It's too quiet in this room. I need noise. I need the buzz of a sub. Need the crack of a whip. Need some blood in the cup. I need noise. I need the buzz of a sub. Need the crack of a whip. Need some blood in the cup. I need blood in the cup. I need blood in the cup. Let back up with the boy I love. Cried on the streets of San Francisco. I don't have an agenda. All I do is pretend to be okay, so my friends can't see my heart in the blender. And lately, I've been killing all my time. Reading through your messages, my favorite way to lie. Take my head and let it spin. Break some bread for all my sins. Say a word, do it soon. It's too quiet in this room. I need noise. I need the buzz of a sub. Need the crack of a whip. Need some blood in the cup. I need noise. I need the buzz of a sub. Need the crack of a whip. Need some blood in the cup. I need blood in the cup. I need blood in the cup.
Somebody got a problem with hope. What's up, y'all? All fed up cause I got a little cheddar and my record's moving out the store. Young spitting at me, young rappers getting at me. My big predicted it exactly. More money, more problems, gotta move carefully. Cause hate when you getting money like athletes. Youngins ice grilling me. Oh, you not feeling me? Fine, it costs you nothing. Pay me no mind. Look, I'm on my grind, cousin. Ain't got time for frontin'. Sensitive, y'all all need hugs. Little mans, I'm just trying to do me. If the record's 2 mil, I'm just trying to move 3. Get a couple chicks, get them to try to do. Hopefully they're before I reach my garage. I don't ain't want much. I drove every car, some nice cooked food, some nice clean drawers. Bird, I don't mean to ruffle y'all. I know you waiting in the wing, but I'm doing my thing. Where's the love? I said, where's the love? Yeah. And then the Fuji's gonna break up. Now every day I wake up, somebody got something to say. What's all fussing for? Because I'm grubbing more, and I like I'm the oven door. Pray and pray on my downfall, but every time I hit the ground, I bounce up like round ball. Now I don't wanna have to sound ball, don't wanna have to back. Look, strap, I got nephews to look after. I'm not looking at you dudes, I'm looking past you. I thought I told you characters, I'm not a rapper. Can I live? I told you 96 that I came to take this, and I did. Handle my biz, I scramble like Randall with his. Cut in hand, but the only thing running is numbers, fam. Jigga held you down 6 summers. Where's the love? Where's the love? Holla at me. Take them to church. Where's the love? Richard Pryor going burn up, and Ike and Tina Turner break up. Then I wake up tomorrow. You knew me before records, you never disrespected me. Now that I'm successful, you pull it. I'll step on your porch, step to your boss. Let's end the speculation, I'm talking to all of y'all. Male shouldn't be jealous, that's a female trait. What you mad cause you pushed the heat? Y'all don't know my expenses, I gotta buy bigger plates. And more, why you all aggy? Respect the game, that should be it. What you eat don't make me. Where's the love? Where's the love?
Ain't no love in the heart of the city. Ain't no love in the heart of town. Ain't no love in the heart of the city. Ain't no love in the heart of town. Ain't no love in the heart of the city. Ain't no love in the heart of town. Ain't no love.
When you try to shed a light on all this information, and you still can see the right despite your situation, but you're wasting all your time. You're wasting all your time, and you will tune in your prime, and you just don't seem to mind. Please go on and stop me if my tongue's too rough. And interrupt me if I talk too much. I never wanted that for us. These cries ricochet off of our empty walls. Just simple matters that we can resolve. They made a mockery of us when you try to shed a light on all this information, and you still can see the right despite your situation, but you're wasting all your time. You're wasting all your time, and you will tune in your prime, and you just don't seem to mind. Please go on and stop me if my tongue's too rough, and interrupt me if I talk too much. I never wanted that for us. Forget where you come from, live again. Forget where you come from, learn to live. Forget where you come from, live again. Forget where you come from, learn to live. Forget where you come from, live again. Forget where you come from, learn to live. Forget where you come from, live again. Forget where you come from, learn to live. Forget where you come from, live again. Forget where you come from, learn to live. Forget where you come from, learn to live. Forget where you come from, live again. Forget where you come from, live again. Please call and stop me if my tongue's too rough. And interrupt me if I talk too much. I never wanted that for us. These cries ricochet off of our empty walls. Just simple matters that we can resolve. They made a mockery of us. Get where you come from, live again. Get where you come from, learn to live. Get where you come from, live again. Get where you come from, learn to live. Get where you come from, live again. When I was a little boy living in the last century, I thought about living in the future. Then it occurred to me, I turned around, the future was now, the future was all around me. Nothing like I had imagined, it was totally confounding. 21st century life, I got swept away. I got 21,000 things that I gotta do today. 21st century life, well, what can I say? The new world got me feeling so dirty, think I need to get down and play. Well, now I turn on the TV just in time enough to hear what the Pope said, the Pope said. And it's just a few tiny little words later, somebody wants the man. Well, what about famine and disease? Well, they said it's too bad. Oops. Because I'm never alone. It's not just a phone, it's a stereo. Oh, 21st century life, I got swept away. I got 21,000 things that I gotta do today. 21st century life, what can I say? The new world got me feeling so dirty, think I need to get down and play. Now I'm not a little boy, I'm in the 21st century. Well, you might think we've come a really long way, but there's still no equality. Hey, you tell me I'm free. Well, how can that be when you're always watching me on the CCTV? 21st century life, I got swept away. Prendi un po', dammi un po', l'anima cerca posizione certa ma la strada è deserta. Fuori come dentro voglio solo stare comodo. La mia nemica è solamente la fretta. E stare male non mi importa più. Sono in controllo di me stesso ora che sono andato senza camminare. Catapultato in una vita nuova. Ci vuole cura, togliere le schegge e la mano sicura, le dita fresche. A stare fuori dalle logiche del gregge. A dire come si è invece di come si vorrebbe. Sale come febbre che io non voglio perdere. Senti come urgente è lungo le mie vertebre. Sale come febbre che io non voglio perdere. Senti come urgente è. E non mi importa più di tutto ciò che è stato. Non c'è la rabbia e la paura che mi ha spaventato. Adesso sono qui dove tu mi hai lasciato. Tra le mie braccia stringo ciò che sono diventato. Ora sto bene, io ora sto bene. Ora sto bene, io ora sto bene. Ora sto bene, ora sto bene. Dai a fondo quando scatta il panico. Come pensarmi già da quell'altra parte del valico. Sono come le nuvole con la mia pioggia a carico. E stare male non mi importa più. Sono in controllo di me stesso ora che sto imparando come camminare. 2000 strade in una vita sola. Io divago, diviso tra le due cose che amo. Come il dottor Zivago. Ho fatto il miracolo in viaggio tra le due sponde del lago. La carpa è diventata un drago e ho affilato le unghie. Chi mi capisce mi raggiunge o lo fa quando sarò arrivato al dunque. Non posso più aspettare di accontentare chiunque. Se so che non ci riuscirei comunque. E non mi importa più di tutto ciò che è stato. Non c'è la rabbia e la paura che mi ha spaventato. Adesso sono qui dove tu mi hai lasciato. Tra le mie braccia stringo ciò che sono diventato. Sono diventato questo. Al resto non ci penso più. Basta un attimo adesso. Al resto non ci penso più. Sono diventato questo. Al resto non ci penso più. Basta un attimo adesso. Al resto non ci penso più. E non mi importa più di tutto ciò che è stato. Non c'è la rabbia e la paura che mi ha spaventato. Adesso sono qui dove tu mi hai lasciato. Tra le mie braccia stringo ciò che sono diventato. Ora sto bene, io ora sto bene. 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 Ora sto bene, io ora sto bene.
First comes the blessing of all that you've dreamed, but then comes the curses of diamonds and rings. Only at first did it have its appeal, but now you can't tell the false from the real. Can you trust? Can you trust? When everything, everything, everything you touch turns to gold, gold, gold.
Het is zaterdag en je zit op de bank. Ja, kan met je zijn tot de ochtend valt. Oh.
Als jij het één keer voor het kiezen had, los in een stadje met je vrienden zat, weg naar een plek waar je liever was, bel me op, ik ga met je op stap. Als jij het één keer voor het kiezen had, los in een stadje met je vrienden zat, weg naar een plek waar je liever was, bel me op, ik ga met je op stap. Lieve schat, ik wil chillen in de zon met je. Ey, ik doe mijn laatste met je. Ik hou je haren omhoog. Echt waar, ik ben mezelf lekker met je. We kunnen gaan naar verschillende formules. Naar het aan je zitten en met je zijn. Hou je handen niet thuis, nee voel eens. Ik laat je zien wat een beter leven is. Ey, wat een echte is. Ey, je vriendinnen die beleven niks, maar jij en ik, we vergeten niks. Ik maak je moeder en je tante en je dochter blij. Nou, je vriendje die heeft geen op mij. Neem het met mij, neem het met mij. Ik gooi mijn weg en stop de tijd. Stop.
Het is zaterdag en je zit op de bank. Ja, kan met je zijn tot de ochtend valt. Oh.
Als jij het één keer voor het kiezen had, los in een stadje met je vrienden zat, weg naar een plek waar je liever was, bel me op, ik ga met je op stap. Als jij het één keer voor het kiezen had, los in een stadje met je vrienden zat, weg naar een plek waar je liever was, bel me op, ik ga met je op stap.
Als jij het één keer voor het zeggen had, sta je me dan ook nog bellen s'nachts. Als je moeder slaapt, ze heeft echt geen last. Ik kom als een ninja vannacht. Als ik het één keer voor het kiezen had, zou ik je meenemen naar een nieuwe stad. In een nieuwe club, in een nieuwe jurk. Maar ik zeg het niet graag, ik heb liever dat je niet schudt voor die hij is niks. Kom uitgeven in de VIP. Kom, we gaan naar Club Blue, het wordt lit. Het is een visser van Frenna. Ik ben met Kanye en hij zegt het wordt geregeld. Alle meisjes blijven vallen als een kegel. Ik ben met Jackie en hij zegt het wordt gefixt. Nu is hij op zoek naar zijn. Het is zaterdag en je zit op de bank. Ja, kan met je zijn tot de ochtend valt. Oh.
Als jij het één keer voor het kiezen had, los in een stadje met je vrienden zat, weg naar een plek waar je liever was, bel me op, ik ga met je op stap. Als jij het één keer voor het kiezen had, los in een stadje met je vrienden zat, weg naar een plek waar je liever was, bel me op, ik ga met je op stap.
It's bittersweet, you know it must have.
everyone. Get ready for NBA action live on 2K Sports. We'll see the Golden State Warriors and the Chicago Bulls. So Golden State will get the first possession. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. The incredible shooting pair of Curry and Thompson in the backcourt. Draymond Green is out there with Durant, and it's Pachulia in at the center. And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. Left side, Jordan. Longley, excellent D there from Pachulia. And so here is Golden State. Their last game a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
You just have to admire the versatility they were able to display offensively.
Scoring came from every direction, all over the place. I mean, if one approach didn't work for them, they found another one that did.
Jordan with the bucket.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, Greg. Getting everything he possibly could out of that play. Nicely done.
Good call.
Harper kicks to Jordan. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Back to Harper. A three ball. And Pachulia pulls it down. And it's Golden State's ball. And then Durant with the jam.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
Here's Harper. The Warriors making the shot. Outside Pippen. Off target from three-point range. Golden State has come out of the gates quickly. 4-point game. Green, no luck.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Right side, Jordan. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Thompson. The drive by Green lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
They're off and running. Good start here. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5.
Thompson against Jordan. Back to Harper. Left side, Pippen. To halt the run. Good on the bucket. Pippen's got his first basket of the night. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. The shot by Curry, no good. Bulls still looking like they're getting going. Trailing by 4. Kicks it to Harper. It's deflected. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
And I tell you what, anytime you get those easy ones, that basket starts to get bigger.
That's for sure. Always want to get into that early rhythm and get the defense on its heels, and that way you open up your full repertoire of offensive options.
Now here's Pachulia. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Pachulia's got his second basket.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
Harper the pass to Longley. Rodman dishes to Jordan. The shot missing. Great D that time from Green. Durant kicks to Green. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Some changes for Chicago. Kukoc comes in for Rodman. And Steve Kerr is subbed in for Harper. And Golden State also making a change. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Pachulia. For 3, Kerr. Green with the rebound. Warriors leading by 3. Here's Curry. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
Now, here's Kerr. Pass to Longley. Back to Kerr. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Well, I tell you, that really sets a bad tone, especially this early. I mean, I'd rather see him commit a hard foul than give him an easy 2 like that. Show that you're willing to protect the basket. Make him earn it at least.
Here's Jordan following the basket by Stephen Curry. Stolen by Thompson. Here's Green, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That one on Pippen.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
Now here's Kukoc. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
How on earth did they let him get that wide open?
Here's Iguodala. Goes back up. The shot's good from McGee.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
They set the pick. Jenkins the pass to Person. Bulls moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. David West, he's checked in for the Warriors. Warriors leading by 6. And that one is stuffed right through.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong and attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's McGee. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep. No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Livingston hits both of them. Here's Kerr. To end the run. And Steve Kerr, true from outside. Livingston. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Warriors lead by 9. And we'll be back right after this. Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game stats-wise?
A lot of times the team that owns the paint is going to come away with the victory, and that's what they've done here thus far.
Yeah, why change the plan until they make you? And that's where they should continue to attack moving forward, going inside.
Person is out there with Simpkins. Then there's John Jenkins. Then it's Kukoc, and it's Kerr in at the 1. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. So for the Bulls, Rodman, he's checked in for Person. Jordan comes in for Jenkins. And it's Harper in for Steve Kerr. And the pass to Harper. Fires the 3. Simpkins. And it's JaVale McGee with the rebound. Warriors leading by 10. Here's Livingston. Drops in the layup for 2. Livingston's got 6.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Greg, the play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Here's Simpkins. David West grabs the miss. And the Warriors with possession here. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Harper with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. West with the block. They recover it. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Andre Iguodala has continued to display his versatility throughout his career. He was a former All-Star and, of course, the Finals MVP in 2015 and the leader of the Warriors' elite bench unit. He said, I really try to lead by example. When the first unit's playing well, we try to maintain. But when they aren't connecting quite like they should be, it's our job to come in and fix that. Kevin, he's always been one of the team leaders in plus-minus.
A coach on the floor, D.A. Thanks.
Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
Yeah, and I think he's going to let them know about it. I mean, they're playing some soft interior defense, and you can't win that way. That's a recipe for disaster if you're not going to play with some physicality inside.
Longley's checked in for Chicago. Pippen comes in for Kukoc. Durant's checked in for Golden State. Iguodala comes in for Matt Barnes. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Pippen kicks to Harper. Down low. Longley passes to Harper. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
That's his first personal foul.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
Ron Harper taking 2 shots.
And that one falls for Harper. And Harper drops them both. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. It's Durant with the drive. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Durant's got the lead up to 14 now for the Warriors. Outside Jordan. Pass to Longley. West with the block.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Now here's Jordan after the miss from Stephen Curry. Rodman sends a screen. Clock at 6. Pippen kicks to Rodman. Knocked loose. To the middle. Iguodala. No good.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
Dishes to Pippen. All sorts of time. And again, Chicago. No good. Warriors leading by 14. Curry with it. Guarded now by Dennis Rodman.
It's hard to believe that he's a point guard. I mean, he can power those dunks down as well as any big man in the league.
If not better. If not better. He's a phenomenal finisher.
Enjoy seeing that kind of bounce out of that spot on the floor.
And so here is Chicago. The Warriors making the shot. Here's Durant. No good from West. Here's Chicago. Jordan kicks to Rodman and fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
First trip to the line for him here.
Dennis Rodman taking 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Rodman. And the Warriors with some changes. Pachulia, he's checked in for West. And it's Thompson in for Curry. And both free throws good for Rodman.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
Iguodala against Pippen from the arc. Livingston, no luck.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense. Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And offensively, they've been struggling. He just wants to get them back into a good flow and stop forcing shots.
Well, Greg, the misses started piling up. Things kind of snowballed on him in that regard. This is a good timeout to kind of calm his guys down and hit the reset button.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Person's checked in for Rodman. John Jenkins comes in for Jordan. And Kerr subbed in for Ron Harper. And that one, good.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Kerr kicks to Jenkins. Passes to Person. Screened by Longley. Person, the pass to Pippen. With some arc. Unable to get that one. Excellent D here by Iguodala. Here's Green. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
I love that mid-range shot, Greg. It's definitely giving the defender something extra to think about.
Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Longley with the bucket.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Yeah, I mean, test the hot hand. You're exactly right. I say let those triples fly.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
You know, he relishes doing that, too. I mean, I've watched him in the past. He loves to make an opponent feel the pain because of how good he's playing.
Tries again. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. The Warriors have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Simpkins comes in for Luke Longley. And it's Kukoc in for Pippen.
First personal foul.
There's 10 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's the screen. For 3, Kerr. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And money to end the quarter.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Warriors ahead, up by. Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third.
Looking at the numbers for Sean Livingston, he's got 13 points, and he's been a good on-the-ball defender, too. He's got a pair of steals.
Yeah, he's just made a lot of very heads-up plays, and his defense really has been a difference maker.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, it's the Splash Brothers in the backcourt. Pachulia is out there with Green, and it's Durant in at the 3, the small forward. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, the league and NBA teams have become much more aware of protecting players' health, and they're finding out that rest and sleep are a huge part of that. Warriors head coach Steve Kerr said medicine and science have improved, and thought processes do as well. He said in the old days, guys played 48 minutes. Well, we've made advances. We don't go backwards with this stuff. We go forwards. And guys, that's why they want their players off their feet as much as possible.
Good report, DA. Thank you. Bulls trail by 17. Harper dishes to Pippen. Rodman with a screen on Pachulia. Durant with the steal. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good work defensively by Pippen. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Warriors leading by 17. Here's Curry, and he banks in the layup.
Timeout.
Curry's got 15.
I mean, he was great in his last game. Clearly, he has not lost that love and feeling.
Yeah, you know, he's got stupendous spurt ability, Greg. I know you like that one, don't you? And those spurts tend to go on for a while with him.
Yeah, did you trademark spurt ability yet?
Yeah, I tried to, man, but it didn't get any life. Although I see a lot, and I hear a lot of guys using it, but they do give me credit for it.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Pachulia. And so here is Chicago. McGee against Longley. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Bulls have yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5.
2 shots.
Free throw good, Longley. Both free throws good from Longley. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Durant against Pippen, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And one on Pippen. The Warriors have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10. Durant hits them both. So it's Chicago now. 19-point game. Down low. It's stolen by Green. To the inside. And then Durant with the jam.
And his eyes got wide once he got the ball inside. You just know what he's going to do with the basketball.
Jordan kicks to Pippen. Got a piece of it. Jordan up top. He's covered by Thompson. And again, Chicago. No good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Harper the pass to Jordan. Lets it go from the wing. Chalk up 2 there. Jordan's got 5 now.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Bulls trail by 21. Harper kicks to Pippen. Rodman with a screen on Durant. Outside, Rodman. Jordan with it. Picked up by Thompson. Stolen by Thompson. Now the Warriors moving it up. Durant's got the ball. And then Durant with the dunk.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
Curry, and that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. Chicago making some changes. Simpkins, he's checked in for Longley. Kukoc comes in for Pippen. And Steve Kerr is subbed in for Harper. And then for Golden State, West is checked in for JaVale McGee. Barnes comes in for Green. And it's Iguodala in for Kevin Durant. Here's Thompson. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
I tell you what, the spin move did more than just confuse the D. Looked like he's a little woozy on that off-balance attempt.
Jordan dishes to Kukoc. He kicks to Kerr. Outside Jordan. And again, Chicago. No good.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
Iguodala gets the bucket.
Oh, great ball movement there.
A minute 50 left to play in the third. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Chicago calls timeout.
You know what? They just are in a funk right now offensively. A good time to maybe come up with a play to get them a good look.
Well, most coaches, you know, usually have a go-to speech or tactic that they can use when they need it most. So we'll see if that's the case here.
Persons checked in for the Bulls. John Jenkins comes in for Michael Jordan. Here's Thompson. And yes, it's good. Thompson's got his third basket of the night. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
Defensively, they've played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers. Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Iguodala's drive, blanketed by the D, fights to the rim for the layup. Iguodala's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That one was solid. There's a big difference in the field goal percentages between these two teams here in the second half.
And, Greg, that difference has come about because we've got one team moving crisply, getting good shots, and the other is just kind of stagnant.
Just 5 on the clock. Iguodala with the steal. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Kerr kicks to Jenkins. Back to Kerr. 6 to shoot. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. No good with the triple.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Warriors ahead, running away with this one. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the 4th quarter next. Welcome back as we get ready to start the 4th quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. We've got Bill Wennington. John Jenkins is out there with Kerr. Then it's Simpkins. And it's Person at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Here's Clark. That one's not going to go. Good work defensively by Kerr. Here's Chicago. The dish to Jenkins. Pass to Simpkins. Wennington. And that's good off the glass that time.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
Here's Clark, defended by Kerr. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw. Brown is checked in for Steve Kerr. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they've played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
There's Brown with the 3. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. 60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th. Clark kicks to Pachulia. There's the pass to McCaw. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Brown outside. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
And they need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The Warriors making a switch here. Livingston's checked in, and he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Here's Barnes. He can't get it to go. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Here's Person. Pass to Simpkins. For the 3. Person no good. On offense, here are the Warriors. A great 4th quarter, just giving up 2 points. No good from McCaw. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Pass to Person. Lets a floater go, and it's good on the layup.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Livingston up top. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. And the first one at the line is good.
At the line for the Warriors, Sean Livingston. At the line for two.
Second free throw, no good. Now the Bulls with it. Brown the pass to Person. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Person's got 5 points in the quarter.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he was on the money, that's no doubt. There's the pass to Wennington. There's the screen. Brown. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Barnes. It's rebounded by Person. Person's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To the inside. Stolen away. Barnes dishes to Livingston. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
You have got to be kidding me. I mean, that's a point guard playing like a power forward.
And he can do a little bit of everything out there.
Yeah, he torches defenders in all kinds of ways. When he's on the floor, he's a matchup headache.
Connects from three-point range.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
Brown kicks to Jenkins. Brown outside. Puts it up from 12. No good off the back of the rim. Here's McCaw. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Person's got his 5th rebound in this one. Down low. Here's Simpkins. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
McCaw misses. McCaw has gone 1 of 4 from the field. Brown outside. Pass to Simpkins. Stolen by McGee. Pass to McCaw.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. My goodness.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Over in the corner, Brown. To the middle. Here's Jenkins. Makes it off the glass.
And really, if this had come just a little earlier, they may have been able to get back into the game.
Yeah, I agree with you. They needed this a lot sooner than they got it.
Here's Livingston off on that one. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. A reset.
Yeah. Yeah. Dropped out of school, now we done rich. This sound like some 4301. All my wanna do is pop style. Turn my birthday into a lifestyle. Tell my mama I love her if I do not make it. Got so many chain, they call me chain and tater. And I like to finish what you think you started. Man, you boy just got to Hollywood, you boy just started. You don't know what you just started. All I do is hang with the young and heartless. All is for my family, man, I try my hardest. It's all I ever did, and look where it got him. Yeah, you been on my mind lately. You still got my number, girl, you need to call me. I feel like they wanna see me learn the hard way. But you know I always handle that one my way. Girl, let me rock your body. Justin Timberlake and then I hit the highway. I can't trust nobody. They still out to get me cause they never got me. They still out to get me, I don't get it. I cannot be gotten, that's a given. Yeah, give a real a number one. Even though I got like 21. Can I be me, I'm a 101. Schooling you like 101. They been out here trying to slide on me. They been out here telling lies on me. Everybody looking out for themselves, but they still got their eyes on me. See me putting in the hard work now. Mama doesn't have to call work now. I decide when I start work now. Problems hit the gym, they all work out. MVP, 09 all the way to 16. Even next season looking like a breeze. A lot of y'all ain't built for the league. Yeah, trade you off the team while you in your sleep. Yeah, y'all show me that nothing's guaranteed. And you don't know what you started. My friend Chase so big that he look like the artist. I can't trust nobody. They still out to get me cause they never got me. Dropped out of school, now we done rich. This sound like some 4301. All my wanna do is pop style. Turn my birthday into a lifestyle.
Doesn't make sense now. Just got real, things are getting intense now. I hear you talking about we a lot, or you speak French now. Giving me the sign, so I gotta take a hint now. I hit you up like, do you wanna hang right now? On the east side, and you know I'm with the gang right now. You say, do I own a watch? Do I know what time it is right now? Yeah. It's after 2 a.m. and that's asking a lot of you right now. All she talking about is come and see me for once. Come and see me for once. You don't ever come to me. You don't ever come to me. All she ever says, come and see me for once. Come and see me for once. You don't ever come to me. You don't ever come to me. I've been up for 2 whole days, thinking what I did to keep you going. Thumbing through the voicemails that you left me, telling me where I went wrong. I'll admit I'm sorry when I feel I'm truly sorry. Things change, people change, feelings change too. Never thought the circumstances would have changed you. You said you never traded, no.
Yeah, you said that.
And I believed you when they told me don't.
Yeah, I thought you meant it.
Well, either way, you're still invited, and I can't even lie to you. Swear these days, all you say is come and see me for once. come and see me for once. You don't ever come to me. You don't ever come to me. All she hit me with is come and see me for once. Come and see me for once. Oh, don't ever come.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show, presented by Kia.
Welcome, everybody. This is 2K Sports with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Golden State Warriors as they go up against the Portland Trail Blazers at Moda Center. Checking out the Trail Blazers. They're not going in the direction they'd like to be going at this point of the season. They've started to fade, maybe some fatigue setting in now as the schedule becomes a little more strenuous. Fellas, Damian Lillard has been thrust into the spotlight for his team, and he's responded to the challenge, putting up some great numbers. Kenny, what makes him such a tough cover?
Well, first of all, he's one of the most deadly shooters in the game. So now you have to go out and guard him. Oh, but by the way, he's one of the quickest guards in the league. So when you go up to guard him, he goes by you. Oh!
We bring you tonight into Portland over the Burnside Bridge on a gorgeous evening here in the Pacific Northwest. It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. With Brett Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. We are nearly ready for the tip-off.
Well, Kevin Durant is back.
Great to have him healthy and back out on the floor, DA. Thank you. And Brent, both sides can line it up from deep in this one. That's a given. How much does your defensive approach change when you're facing a team that can hurt you from deep all the time?
So you think about that, Kevin, that for 48 minutes, you not only have to do what you have to do on offense to get back at the team, but defensively chase around guys who can bury you from 30 feet.
Exhausted.
And if you have a lapse in your concentration at any point, that can cost you 3, 6, 9. Should I keep going?
Keep going.
It'll happen that fast.
Right. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, it's the Splash Brothers in the backcourt. Draymond Green is out there with Pachulia, and it's Durant in at the 3 spot.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. To the paint. He's looking for Ezeli and finds him. Goes back up. It's tipped. Here's Curry. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
But you see how difficult he makes it on anyone that's going to try to guard him. Just an offensive dominant player.
Ezeli screen. Lillard with it, guarded now by Durant. Lillard dishes to Aminu. Shot clock at 5. Pachulia with the steal. Here's Durant. Here's Green. C.J. McCollum comes up with the rebound.
That set had everything but the finish. You know, even though they missed that shot, they know they will convert that more times than not.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. And Aminu kicks to McCollum. Pass to Ezeli. Pocket 6. The putback. It's good on the putback.
This is the kid who loves to play. Vonleh working hard on the offensive boards, then going into a myriad of moves that he's been developing for the score.
Stolen by McCollum. And here's the break. Here's Vonleh. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Well, you talk about potential. Noah Vonleh certainly intrigues.
Well, you look at tools, a 7'4" wingspan, and the second biggest hands ever measured at the combine. You add his mobility, lateral quickness. He just needs some time. Once he gets time, he'll get confidence, and we'll see Noah Vonleh do some things in this league.
Lillard against Curry from 11 feet away, and the shot falls short this time. Trailblazers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. The wide open look here for Vonleh, and it's off from 3-point range. Here's Green, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It goes on Noah Vonleh. And when you see, Greg, this team play with Draymond Green, you can see that he's the heart and soul of the club.
As impressive as Green is on the stat sheet with all the triple-doubles, his intangibles are just as valuable. Steph Curry's the MVP of the league, but Draymond Green is the MVP of this team.
McCollum, no good.
Well, the defense ready for him there in prevent mode, making sure that he didn't get a clean look at that layup.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
The only way you're going to challenge him in that situation, you have to attack with more power.
The leaner, and Durant sends it back.
The long arm of the law. Durant is not a premier shot blocker, but you wouldn't know it from that play.
17-foot shot on the way. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. McCollum outside. Back to Lillard. Goes up on the wing with the second effort. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And look now at a few years worth of data. Some of the assist numbers under the microscope for Curry.
The drop in his assists over the past few years have made him more of a one-dimensional player offensively. He needs to get that passing element back in his game, and that'll make life a lot more difficult for opposing defense.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, you put young guys and potential always next to one another, and that's where Noah Vonleh is right now. Pretty easy to see why he was sought after in the draft. With a great defensive upside, he's got the ability to affect the game in a lot of ways, still growing and still learning.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Davis is checked in for Festus Ezeli. Harkless comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. Abs checked in for C.J. McCollum. And Shabazz Napier subbed in for Damian Lillard. Here's Livingston. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Livingston's got his first bucket of the night. And after one season at Indiana with the Hoosiers, Noah Vonleh, drafted by Charlotte, but acquired by Portland in a trade for Nicholas Batum.
He's shown some flashes here in the NBA, even out to the three-point line. He's an intriguing player to watch develop over the next couple seasons.
Here's Napier. He's covered by Livingston. And the basket by Napier. Here is Livingston. Turned in an outstanding game against Chicago. And good as it rattles through the hoop.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
Tipped away. And now it's Livingston running. He can go all the way. The big dunk at the end of the break.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
And that's what we're seeing more and more. Point guards who can finish as well as they make the play.
Grab with the ball. West picks him up. West with the steal. Livingston kicks to Thompson. Here's Napier. He's covered by Livingston. And it's Davis missing.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
And he gets the bucket. Portland trailing here. Here's Napier. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And the call will be against Sean Livingston. That is his first foul of the game. Portland with the ball. To the middle. Here's Von Leaugue. Dishes it to Harkless. Inside. With 1 on the clock. Drained for 2 points. 8 points for Noah Von Leaugue.
He's had some trouble finishing in traffic since he first entered the league, but Von Leaugue looked confident on that one.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Trailblazers lead by 1. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And work ethic, a big part of Steph.
There's obviously ways that you can get better.
And he's certainly become not only a complete player, but the kind of true star guys that every team is looking to build around.
You know, when he was drafted, Steph was viewed by most scouts as a great shooter. Not a centerpiece, but boy, were they wrong.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers guys, what do you think?
Right from the start, they have been able to really own that paint and just dominate the backcourt.
Control the glass, and you control the pace, and you get those extra possessions, which are huge.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin this second quarter. Matt Barnes is out there with Draymond Green. Then there's Livingston. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Iguodala in at the small forward. Ezeli. And it's good assisting on the play was Lillard. Ezeli's got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, nice roll there by Ezeli, showing good comfort and awareness there on that play.
And of the 6 NBA teams that don't share a market with another major sporting team, from baseball, football, or hockey, the Blazers have been around the longest. There's no question Portland is a basketball town.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, people forget Festus Ezeli was also a first-round pick of the Warriors a few years ago. But he was an academic prodigy growing up. He skipped kindergarten and the 5th and 6th grades. He had plans of becoming a doctor. But when he started playing basketball, he found himself behind the curve. He said, here I am as a 15-year-old kid, and I can't shoot a layup. But guys, he's brought that same work ethic from the classroom to the hardwood. He's improved year after year.
He is a presence, D.A. Thanks. And the Blazers, an institution here certainly in Portland. The fans, Brent, passionate and invested in this team.
Well, if I had to pick a top 5 place as a player to play where you're embraced in the community and where they just want to see you succeed, the positivity surrounding Portland is at the top of the list.
You know, we've had point forwards in the league before, but Draymond Green really, in a lot of ways, is a new breed of a point forward. I mean, he does it as an undersized power forward. It does it on a team that plays at an extremely high tempo. And remember, he's also asked oftentimes to guard centers and post players. And so when you factor in the overall versatility that he brings to your roster, he's as valuable as anybody in our league.
Warriors leading by 6. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys, and they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
A second chance effort, and that's 2 points on the layup. Green's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, a good first quarter, good second. This could be a big night.
McCollum kicks to Lillard. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Lillard's got his first points of the night. And with Green, so often you'll see him grab a rebound, bring it up the floor, then set up the score. He really looks like a point guard.
Yeah, passes as well as any lead guard in our league, has a great idea of the moment, knows exactly when and where everyone is on the floor, and minimizes his turnovers as well, and has a terrific assist-to-turnover ratio.
Lillard outside. Again, the miss by Lillard.
Guys, I cannot believe he missed that one, and I bet he can't either.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
There's definitely an argument to be made that Kevin Durant is the best offensive player in the league. He does not get as many touches as some of the premier players that we talk about often in this conversation, but he is unguardable at times. Commands so much attention on the offensive end and plays unselfish. What an amazing player.
Davis is checked in for Portland. Napier comes in for Damian Lillard. And Durant is on the short list of best scorers right now, Brent, in the NBA. Certainly it's him and Steph Curry is the top 2 options.
Both generational talents, that's for sure. And what's incredible is that Durant pretty much has been the same player and has had the same consistency his entire career. When it's all said and done, Kevin, he could finish as one of the greatest scorers to ever suit up.
We'll examine here how the distribution has been between 3-pointers and 2-pointers tonight for the Trailblazers.
And really, the long ball hadn't been a big factor for him. Not a lot of attempts, not a lot of makes either. Nothing wrong, though, with probing inside on days when the shots aren't falling.
Looking at Portland, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Celtics in Boston.
And guys, just look at the turnover stats in that game. You're not going to win giving it up as many times as they did.
And defensively, they were not able to make up for it. The turnover discrepancy was huge with the silent H. You can't recover with that kind of disadvantage.
2 on the clock. Out to the right wing. Curry with the steal. Now the Warriors moving it up. Curry leading the charge. Count it. Good. Thompson's got second bucket of the game to go.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Aminu with a screen on Durant. Here's Napier. 6 to shoot. Curry with the steal. And Curry with the stuff.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court and explosive.
Davis setting the pick for McCollum. Looking to end the run, and it's good on the way in. You know, Brent, the slam dunk, maybe the most dynamic play in the game. You've got your highlight reel dunkers and your game dunkers, and you've won the dunk contest yourself back in '96. Who are your favorite dunkers in the league right now?
I think the guy I enjoy the most, Kevin, is Russell Westbrook, and it's mostly because of what he does to the rim on his dunk attempts. I mean, there's incredible violence to what he does in the best way possible.
Torque.
The way that he gets to the rack.
It's amazing. Explosive. He explodes to the rim.
Yeah, and there's a little power and a little anger involved, and all that mixed together makes for one great highlight.
Violent, you're right. And the jam by Stephen Curry.
It's hard to believe that he's a point guard. I mean, he can power those dunks down as well as any big man in the league.
If not better. If not better. He's a phenomenal finisher.
No doubt. His success converting around the rim is largely due to the one thing he does better than most, and that is fly.
And much like Damian Lillard, C.J. McCollum was lightly recruited coming out of high school. Ended up playing, in fact, at a mid-major college, Lehigh University.
Well, he not only started there, he starred there right away. He introduced himself to the nation in March of 2012 with a 30-point performance, stunning Duke in the collegiate postseason tournament. A 15 seed knocking off a 2. That'll draw some attention.
Noah Vonleh, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Alan Kraft comes in for Al Farouk Aminu. Golden State also making some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for West. Barnes comes in for Green. And it's Iguodala in for Durant. The Warriors have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
2 shots.
That free throw good from Thompson.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
And so Thompson nails both of them. 29 seconds left in the first half of the game.
He has to back off on defense just a little bit. His team cannot afford to have him on the bench at this point in the game due to foul trouble.
The Trailblazers shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. That one misses. Warriors leading by 17. And McGee kicks to Iguodala. And stolen by Cram. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Floats one up. He lays it in.
Well, maybe not a top-tier athlete, but Crabbe is capable of racing into position on the break.
Outside Curry. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And we've reached halftime in this one. Warriors ahead, up by 15. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve Kerr and Coach, what is the offensive approach going to be in the second half?
Well, we just have to do what we do, move the ball and wear them down with our ball movement, our cutting, and our spacing, and set better screens, all the usual stuff.
Yeah, it always seems to work out for you in the long run. Thanks, Steve. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. This is the halftime show on 2K Sports. The first half went well, really well for Draymond Green. He had 12 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. In their previous game, he had a performance he said he wanted to put behind him quickly, and so far he's doing just that with the nice first half he had here. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, shooters were popping open right and left. Exceptional ball movement. Guys racing off screens, spotting up, knocking down shots. That's the way you play basketball unselfishly, and it was superb, and they exploited all the weaknesses of the defense.
Looking at Portland, Shaq, your thoughts?
Well, their sloppy play really surprised me, especially the turnovers. No matter who they had out there, they never seemed to be on the same page. Their only hope is to make every possession count, and that means taking care of the ball.
And that wraps up halftime as the game is set to get back underway. Let's send it back to Kevin Harlan and crew.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. A fantastic game from Draymond Green in this one.
Just a dominating performance in the post by him so far, just tearing them to shreds when he gets it inside.
Yeah, is there a shot down there that he didn't show them? I'm not sure. Let's see if the D can make some adjustments here as we start the third quarter.
Lillard and McCollum, the explosive backcourt pair. Vonleh is out there with Aminu, and it's Azili in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
And when Ezeli sets that big body in motion, very difficult to avoid fouling.
This is his first free throw of the game. And so Ezeli nails both of them. And Blazers coach Terry Stott's doing a great job. Brent, his team has overachieved in recent seasons.
I'm not sure if it's overachieved because they've had some tremendous talent. But the interesting part about Terry Stotts is try to find him taking some of the credit for what's gone on there, and you just won't. He's just giving guys great opportunities. He's given those guys defined roles, and each one has stepped up for him.
Lillard with no one around. Misses the three. Warriors leading by 15. Here's Green. Lays it up and banks it in. Green's got 14 points.
Well, if you're going to give them layups, there's no way you're going to get back in this game.
Yeah, buckling down on defense, the key here. No more easy buckets, no more layups. Has to be the mantra as they try to mount that comeback.
McCollum. The Warriors pull it in. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And the deciding factor in that one was their success from the floor. I mean, they just hit big shots time and time again.
Big shots, little shots, are there such a thing? They all hit the shots, and it took the fans right out of it. What a performance away from home.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. And you know, you look at the depth of the Warriors, never mind their dominant starting five, Greg. Their reserves are as good as some starting units in the NBA.
And for some teams, that can cause problems, where guys aren't playing as much as they feel they deserve. When you're playing for a team that's competing for a championship, though, players understand that some sacrifice is required.
Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Curry. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Aminu with the screen on Durant. And here's McCollum for three. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And here is the shot chart as we see how things are going.
Well, just look at the cluster in the middle of the paint. That right there tells you all you need to know about how they have built the lead they have. They are playing with more intensity on the offensive side of the ball, and it's the difference in the game right now. You have to love how they've approached this matchup.
Here is Durant. The baseline J. No good on that one. And it's Portland the other way. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. And that game is the second of two straight at home. Now, here's Lillard. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game. A three-pointer is right on target. Lillard's got 5 points so far.
Well, it took 4. They finally got one to go. Still, they need to connect on more opportunities to get this quarter going.
And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line. A different look now for Portland. Harkless comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And it's Allen Crabbe in for McCollum. The Warriors have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
Almost got to that shot in time. Just a split second late there. Caught it just barely on its way down.
The Trailblazers have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Harkless dishes to Lillard. The shot is good off the backboard. Lillard's got 5 points now this quarter.
There's the improving mid-range game of Lillard. Just another way he can beat you.
Here's Livingston. Here's Green. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
You know, Brent, every player is forced to figure out what they want to do when their career comes to a close. How did you choose to join us here in broadcasting, and how has that transition been for you?
Well, I'm a big video game player, Kevin, so here I am.
Good.
Thanks a lot.
And you're a good one.
I love to play, and now I got boys that do the same thing, so it's one big happy circle.
And plus, it's kind of like brushing up on the league, too, because there's so many stories and the way players play. A lot of things kind of develop in your mind, I'm sure, as you watch and play.
If I can be serious for a moment, Kevin, my dad was a broadcaster for quite some time, and I always felt like after my playing career I might have an opportunity to do the same. And here I am, very fortunate to continue to talk about the game I love.
Berries are blessed with beautiful voices.
And that's alliteration.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Davis comes in for Ezeli, and Shabazz Napier subbed in for Vonleh.
Well, he is a huge reason why they have this lead.
The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, certainly. Will it go? And it's Iguodala with the rebound.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And Andre Iguodala isn't the first option in offense he once was, Greg, but he still can come up with the occasional big game and clutch shot when he's out there in crunch time.
Yeah, he doesn't always start, but tends to finish games for the Warriors. One of the more clutch players at hitting big shots at the end. Always steps up in a huge way for the marquee matchup.
And the Warriors making a change here. McGee's checked in. Grab the pass to Lillard. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession.
And with a quick break in the action, here's some numbers for Damian Lillard. Averaging about 22 points per, 7 assists and 4 rebounds. He has been terrific throughout, putting up some huge numbers offensively.
They set the pick. Davis sets a screen. And Lillard gets it to go. Lillard's got 9 points.
Not a stellar first half, but he's become an absolute machine scoring the ball in the second.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And this Warriors team, so dominant on so many levels. But for me, what energizes them is that fluidity and that unselfishness of their offense. I mean, it's so much fun to play that way, and that joy feeds into every aspect of the game.
And the Warriors with such terrific decision-making and ball movement, it's hard to beat them playing old-school isolation offense.
And modern NBA defenses make it hard to score that way. Meanwhile, the Warriors are able to create open looks time and time again with their skill level and constant motion.
And while we've got a moment, let's check out the best defenses in the NBA. The Warriors, #1.
And this team has been completely dominant. Fewest points per game allowed in the league. These guys are talented. They trust each other. They work together. And you just won't find better coaching on the defensive end of the floor.
On defense, Portland shoots from the elbow. Misses off the right iron.
I think the defense was surprised that he did not knock that down. Clear defensive breakdown there, guys. Should have made him pay.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
The Trailblazers have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. Curry's checked in for the Warriors. Iguodala no good.
I'm surprised he didn't try to knife through the open lane there. He has to be more aggressive next time in attacking the defense.
Napier kicks to Lillard. Back to Crabbe. The tray. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Crabbe's got his second bucket of the night.
And that's his forte. Crabbe with perfect shot mechanics and tremendous range on that three.
And it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Curry.
Yeah, pretty much unforced there on the bad pass. He has to just make better decisions on the delivery when he's getting it to his teammates.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Ezeli's checked in, and Golden State also making a change. West is checked in for Sean Livingston. Napier dishes to Crabbe. Clock at 6. Lillard from outside. The shot, no good. So Golden State will take it the other way. Their last encounter was in Oakland.
Yeah, they cruised to a win in these teams' last encounter, and their field goal percentage was off the charts.
The Warriors have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Al Farouk Aminu, he's checked in for Damian Lillard. And both free throws good for Curry. There's 21 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Napier, guarded by Curry. Here's Napier. They set the screen. No good there. Terry Stotts had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Defensively, we got to give a little more pressure to their shots, all right? Make them make the second, third, fourth play.
That's Terry Stotts drawing the line defensively. Doesn't want the first guy with the ball to beat him.
Yeah, that's where a total effort is needed. Get back quickly, match up, call out screens, really the complete package.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. The Trailblazers shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. On the court for Golden State here in the fourth. Clay and Iguodala, the potent wing pair. Pachulia is out there with Durant, and it's Curry in at the point guard position. Napier, and a miss there on the triple.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Count that one.
I mean, he was great in his last game. Clearly, he has not lost that love and feeling.
You can see the focus there. His desire is evident. All hugs and kisses right now.
He dishes it to Ezeli. Napier kicks to Ezeli. 5 to shoot. Now the feed to Napier. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Tries a three, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And it's something the NBA, Brent, has been discussing between the franchises for a few years now. What are your thoughts on having ads on NBA jerseys now?
Kevin, I don't really have a problem with it as long as it's tastefully done, and I hope the league does their due diligence in making sure that it looks respectable and we don't lose the beautiful, unbelievable logos that we're so familiar with, that we've seen for years and years, and that those colors are well represented.
No clutter, but we see so much of it in arenas with the music and the constant advertising that goes on scoreboards and around the building inside.
Well, they're there to make some money, aren't they, Kevin?
They are.
Okay, so.
Layman pass to Smith. There's a good screen. Pass to Layman. They get it back. Connaughton. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And he knocks down the first one. And Portland, not the biggest market, but Brett, this is a Blazers team with definite financial resources.
Yeah, market, schmarket. When you're in Portland, Kevin, it is a great place to be. You're embraced by the community. The fans love you. And there's really not a lot of environments like this throughout the NBA. So Portland very proud of their Trailblazers.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Layman pass to Smith. Pass to Connaughton. Vonleh at the elbow. Fires the three. The shot by Layman, no good.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Tips it up, and they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Yeah, not afraid of the physical play, but he still needs to stay under control.
Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Durant. The Trailblazers have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter here, going 0 for 4 so far. Davis sets a screen. Here's Smith. Second chance shot. Wow, way off on that one. The Warriors have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Taken away. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Vonleh's shot is good.
So valuable. Bigs who can stretch the floor. I think most people in this league feel Vonleh is going to be one of those guys.
Livingston dishes to McAdoo, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Well, that's one of his best attributes, is his passes hit guys in stride.
Smith kicks to Vonleh. There's the pass to Layman. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
He's an average three-point shooter at best, but the defender still has to come over and respect it.
Livingston with it. Now Smith defending. Here's Clark. Here's Livingston. The shot, no good. Excellent defense there from Smith. Trailblazers have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Brent, they say the elite big man in the middle is a dying breed. What do you think? Any truth to that?
How about the birth of the new big man?
Well, I would say so, too.
I just don't like to be so pessimistic about what it is that we used to see.
You see cycles, right, in the league? We always see cycles.
Absolutely. So I'm more of one of those guys, glasses half full. So let's celebrate the versatility, the mobility, and the incredible talent of the young players at their size being able to be as effective as they are in the NBA.
Here's McCaw. And it comes off the front of the rim.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while. And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Warriors.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And you have to love the effort this team plays with night in and night out, win after win this year, and they have earned it. Tonight will make it 62 wins on the year for them.
They were really smart in the use of that game plan tonight. Used it in their first 2 games against this team, which equaled to 2 wins. And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Draymond Green.
He did anything and everything it takes to get the job done on the offensive end tonight. There was just no tool in the shed that he did not use against his opponent. And look at that explosion of points. He was awesome.
Here's McAdoo. No good on the 3. Here's Layman. Vonleh at the elbow.
That's his first personal foul. Substitution on the court.
Now here's Livingston. Not a lot of room. From the baseline. That one a little long.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
And even though he's been on a roll tonight, that one was a bit forced.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Kevin, how did you guys get this win tonight?
Well, we had to get stops. You know, those guys, they got so many options, so many good players, man. We just had to rally around each other and get stops.
Yeah, you guys played your best ball at the end and got the win. Congratulations. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. Now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Draymond Green. You know, tonight he put up his high for the season. Found his rhythm, never let up. That's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. We certainly hope you've enjoyed the show, don't we, guys?
It was great.
Yeah. Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and for Kevin Harlan and the entire 2K Sports crew. All 653,000 of them.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Hardworking.
A lot of people.
Yeah. The long line.
Thanks for joining us, 2K Sports fans, for another exciting presentation of NBA basketball. We'll see the Cleveland Cavaliers facing the Golden State Warriors. So Cleveland will get the first possession. Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Snow out there with Larry Hughes. Then it's LeBron James. Then there's Gooden. And it's Ilgauskas in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And the foul called on Larry Hughes. That's his first foul.
That's something you hate. You're trying to come in with an aggressive mindset, and that early foul could take you right out of it.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. Right side Curry. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Curry's got the first points of the night for the Warriors. LeBron passes to Snow. Tipped away. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way.
Draymond's so good at just putting his head down and charging his way inside. The defense wanting no part of his big body there.
We're about 1 minute into the first. It's a pick by Ilgauskas. Curry against Snow. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fader on the way. No good off the back of the rim.
That was the best he could do. Just fade a little bit, try and get a clean look, but the defense was right on him. He is definitely a very clever player who keeps the defense on their toes.
The Warriors shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. That's good from Durant.
Kevin Durant, for his career, almost 90% at the free throw line. He'll make you pay.
It's a pick by Ilgauskas. Pass to Snow. Now Hughes. It's a pick by Ilgauskas to end the run. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Golden State has come out of the gates quickly, fresh from a win against Portland.
Yeah, the confidence just exuding in that performance on the offensive end. I mean, really illustrates how this team clicks when guys are communicating and executing as a cohesive unit.
Team chemistry goes a long way in terms of overall team success, and this group exudes that every game.
Here's Snow, following the basket by Stephen Curry. Clock at 4. Here's Hughes. Here's Ilgauskas. Soft touch off the glass.
And guys, I was a bit worried, but now we all know the rim doesn't have a lid on it.
The rim seemed like it was getting smaller and smaller and taking longer and longer to break that seal.
And folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
The fans really get their money's worth when they get to see him make plays like that.
And so it's Cleveland with it, following the score by Golden State. LeBron kicks to Gooden, passes it to Snow. Here's Hughes. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts. Warriors leading by 7. And Curry, here we go.
Stephen Curry, tenacious on his attacks to the hoop.
Curry's gone 4 for 4 shooting tonight. Snow against Curry. Here's LeBron. Sweet little floater. LeBron's got his first 2 points of the night.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Curry dishes to Green. Curry passes to Durant, and then Durant with the jam.
He was wide open. Reason why? Stephen Curry is a fantastic player who quickly got it over to his teammate.
Here's Snow. They set the screen. Shot clock at 6. Hughes with it. Picked up by Thompson. The 3 from LeBron. The Warriors pull it in. Right side Curry. On the wing, Thompson. Here's Durant. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Some changes for Golden State. JaVale McGee's checked in for Pachulia. Iguodala comes in for Green, and it's Livingston in for Thompson. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Anderson Varejão's checked in for Ilgauskas. Scott comes in for Drew Gooden. Caron Butler's checked in for James. And Daniel Gibson subbed in for Snow. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. I spoke with Cleveland's head coach. He said they know the challenge going up against this team that can score so many points in a hurry. He said we cannot try to match these guys basket for basket and get away from our defense. Because if you slack off these shooters even a little bit, then they really go off. We'll see if they can find that balance tonight and even this season series. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. That's a potent offense they're up against right now, and they know it.
And that's why they've got to be ultra focused at the defensive end right from the tip.
Communication is key. On all these type of sets offensively, you must talk and have your defense in the right sets.
West is checked in for Durant. 1:46 left in the first quarter. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by West. To the inside. From 11 feet away, it's Curry. That time on the assist by West. And that's 10 points for Steph Curry.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And here is Gibson. Scott with the screen on West. 6 to shoot. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Warriors leading by 14. Here's McGee. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
It's early, but they are getting pummeled on the glass.
Here's Hughes. He's covered by Livingston. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws here for the night. The first free throw is good. Both good from the line that time. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first. Shot from free throw range.
Stephen Curry is shooting better than 90% for his career at the free throw line.
The Warriors shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. Stephen Curry hits them both. The Cavaliers trail by 16. Now Hughes.
Golden State foul. Sean Livingston. That's his first personal.
The Cavaliers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Shooting for Cleveland. Larry Hughes taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. So he gets them both. 34 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Curry. That one, no good. Great D that time from Gibson. Butler passes to Hughes. The feed to Varejão. 15 seconds left in the first. Pick by Varejão. West with some nice D.
We know what he's capable of inside. That's a good shot for him. He's kicking himself that he couldn't get it to go.
He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
Yeah, and at this point of the game, you know, some might say, hey, can't we just skip the replay this time around? But you just never know.
And they've overturned the call. The replay was conclusive, and that one's going to count.
And, Kevin, an example of why it's good to have replay. I don't know what kind of impact it'll have on the final result, but you always want them to get every call right.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And a very convincing performance here from the Warriors so far.
Not sure you can play any better offensively.
Flawless execution on the offensive side of the floor. Doesn't get much better than that. Let's see if they can add to it.
Warriors leading by 16. And a moment now to reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for Cleveland, they've got LeBron James. Anderson Varejao is out there with Scott. Then there's Snow, and it's Gibson in at the 2 spot. Livingston, that's good. Livingston's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Warriors. In the corner, Gibson with it from past the arc. Great tee that time from Green. So for Cleveland, their last game, a win against Miami. Iguodala kicks to Green. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. And the Warriors lead by 20.
Good luck trying to stop Draymond that deep inside. So forceful in how he converts his looks down there.
Picked by Varejao. Hits the difficult fadeaway jumper. Varejao's got his first points of the game. And here's Golden State. Here's Livingston. He can't get it to go. Nice D from Varejao. Here's Snow. He's covered by Livingston. And stolen by Barnes. Now the Warriors moving it up. Green leading the charge. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Guys, we know Stephen Curry is beloved by his teammates. One of his teammates, Sean Livingston, once said of him, he's one of the most humble superstars by far. It resonates throughout the locker room. But on the court, he has some swagger, some edge. Curry says, I'm still the same person. Still do the same stuff in my spare time. That keeps me grounded, keeps me normal. Guys?
And his character, just one more thing people appreciate. Thank you, David. James. The kick out to Scott. Offline with his 3. Warriors leading by 16. Thompson in the posts, working on Gibson. And the Cavaliers with possession here. James outside. The pass to Snow. Misses the 3.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Draymond is such a multi-talented player. He continues to develop his drive to the basket.
The Warriors have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. And the Warriors making a change here. Durant's checked in. Cleveland also making some changes. Ilgauskas comes in for Anderson Varejao. And it's Gooden in for Mike Scott. And the Cavaliers call time here.
Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
Defense has been atrocious lately for them. You can't blame him at all for wanting to address that here in this timeout.
The Cavaliers trail by 18. Here's Snow. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. And here's LeBron outside. The shot, no good. And Golden State will come the other way. Here's Durant. Tries again. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And really, credit Green for getting the favorable position down inside, forcing the D's hand there.
And the Warriors with some changes. Pachulia comes in for Barnes. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. Larry Hughes is checked in for the Cavaliers. Now here's LeBron. Outside Gibson. Three-pointer. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Warriors leading by 19 points. To the paint. Here's Pachulia. Then Pachulia with the dunk.
Thompson always keeping his eyes up, looking for his teammates at all times.
Gibson dishes to Ilgauskas. Count it. Ilgauskas has got his second basket of the night.
He's always one step ahead of the game. Passes like that show off his court vision.
And the bucket counts and is on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Exactly what he's trying to do. Take an opponent that's struggling to keep pace and just put them further in the rearview mirror.
JaVale McGee's checked in for the Warriors. West comes in for Draymond Green. And Cleveland with a change here too. Caron Butler's checked in for James. Shot clock at 6. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
And you can see it. He knew he made a mistake the second the ball left his hands.
Up top, Curry, defended by Gibson. Curry's shot is good.
You got to play better defense on Stephen Curry. Too skilled.
This Cavaliers squad is struggling. Pass to Ilgauskas. It's tipped. Down low. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. They get Stephen Curry.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Great D that time from Gibson. The Cavaliers trail by 21. 1:12 left in the first half. Cans it from downtown.
Total collapse on defense there. You can't let a good shooter like him get a clear look at the basket from outside.
Free throw line jump shot. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. 16 points for Steph Curry.
Curry is being guarded closely. He makes it look so easy, though. The speed of his release is just unreal.
Butler kicks to Ilgauskas. Pass to Hughes. Back to Gibson. No good on the three.
Look, he's doing everything he can to get out of this funk. Just been a rough quarter shooting the basketball.
And stolen by Ilgauskas. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Gibson with another miss.
Obviously, this has been a tough quarter for him, but he's still trying to keep a positive mindset.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Well, that's how you drive your point home right there. It's a pick by Ilgauskas. With 1 on the clock, off the left rim and out. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Warriors ahead, running away with it. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. Picturesque Lake Merritt's the scene there as we welcome you back to Oakland. Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And he just went off in those first 2 quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
Yeah, the change has to be double teaming him. Single coverage will not get it done.
He adds the Splash Brothers in the backcourt. Draymond Green is out there with Durant, and it's Pachulia in at the 5 spot. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Offensive rebound. Banked in off the glass.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Kicks it to Ilgauskas. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Ilgauskas has got 6.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
Yeah, he's one of those players. He operates at a different speed versus the defense.
And the basket by Curry.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
Start it.
And Kevin, they've been committing a lot of turnovers here. Taking care of the basketball is the #1 priority right now in that huddle. They've got to tighten it up.
Anderson Varejau's checked in for Drew Gooden. LeBron passes to Ilgauskas. Dishes it to Varejau. Thompson against Hughes. Clock at 6. Nice teamwork to set up the big play and make the space for the J.
Great play calling. The execution, 3 for 3 to start the half.
It's Curry with the drive. Nice D from Varejau. James against Durant. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. The dish now to Varejau. And again, it's Cleveland.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
Warriors leading by 20. Thompson outside. Back to Pachulia. He kicks it to Curry. Over in the corner, Green. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists tonight. Knocked away. Hughes against Thompson. Passes it to Snow. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead. And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Green's gone 4 of 5 shooting from the field. Here's Snow. On the wing, Hughes. The pass to Snow. He dishes it to Ilgauskas. Shot clock at 5. Fires, high post. Again, the Cavaliers score.
And now they're shooting it pretty well. That was not something we would have said in that first half.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. And the Warriors with some changes. Matt Barnes is checked in for Pachulia. Iguodala comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Livingston in for Klay Thompson. Mike Scott's checked in for Cleveland. Butler comes in for Larry Hughes. Here's Curry. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Stephen Curry continues to develop all aspects of his game. Next step was to get the ball into the paint. He's done that.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Stephen Curry taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Daniel Gibson's checked in for LeBron. Both shots good from the stripe. And here's Cleveland. Feeds it to Varejau. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Varejão's got 4 points in the quarter. Warriors leading by 23. Curry with it. He's got 22. Six on the shot clock. Puts it up from 15. The rebound by Gibson.
Tell you what, the defense got lucky there because you know he can hit it from mid-range.
Three-pointers, no good that time. So Golden State will take it the other way. Here's Livingston. Butler with the steal. Outside Gibson. We've got 1:28 left here in the third quarter.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Shot from the wing. Livingston, that's good.
Defense all over Sean Livingston. But with his size at 6'7", he shoots over most guards.
Shot's good by Gibson. Gibson's got 5 points so far.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
You don't see the finger roll that much anymore, but when you do, it's always a treat.
Scott with a screen on Curry. And there's the 3-second violation.
That's an inexcusable mistake, guys. That's not the way to get back in the game.
No, he'll probably